1. Starting on the pole in car number 15 out of Mount Vernon, Missouri, to be Sean Dudley. On the outside of him out of Nixon, Missouri, in car number 33 to be Bryson Smith. Row number 2 on the inside will be the 12 of Justin Comer out of Joplin, Missouri. And on the outside of him will be the 10H of Steve Harshbarger Jr. Row number 3 on the inside will be the 20H of Steve Harshbarger out of Rolla, Missouri. And on the outside of him will be the 57 of Phil Berkey Bile Jr. in car number 57. And in car number 99 it'll be Haynes Roche Skill in car number 99. Green flag in the air, we're racing! Comer wasting no time as he is out in front, coming out of turn number 2 as the 33 of Bryson Smith in second. As the Harshbargers are battling back there for a third. But the 12 of Comer taking lap number 1. As the 20 of Steve Harshbarger on the inside of the 10H is Steve Harshbarger Jr. As Steve Harshbarger now in third. As the 12 of Comer out in front. I believe also on the racetrack he's running 5th right now. I believe that's the XlII Jesse Stovall making a late entry here to Springfield Raceway to the Turkey Bowl. As now he is on the outside of 10H is Steve Harshbarger Jr. as he is running up high around Springfield Raceway. But right now the 12 of Justin Comer having a pretty decent lead there on the 33 of Bryson Smith as Bryson Smith is trying to hold off the 20 of Steve Harshbarger. Justin Comer, also a modified driver here at Springfield Raceway, but tonight I believe he'll just be racing the Legend car. As I believe we got just a little over 20 Legends here for the 23rd Turkey Bowl. As the 12 of Justin Comer going into turn number 4. As he comes out of turn number 4, white flag in the air. One more lap to go. Keep your eye there on that XlII though with Stovall. As he is racing up there for second now. As Stovall past the 33 of Bryson Smith. Checker flag in the air for the 12 of Justin Comer though. We keep on that battle there for a second. Who's it gonna be? I believe the 20. As Steve Harshbarger barely held off the XlII of Jesse Stovall. So great run there for the XlII of Jesse Stovall. As he's got third, but making a late appearance, starting on the tailback and finishing third as heat race number 2 pulls out onto the racetrack. Starting on the pole in car number 777 out of Joplin, Missouri, be Grayson Cox on the outside of him. Out of, I believe, the 47 of Austin Jar. And row number 2 on the inside will be the 16 of Tim Brockhouse. On the outside of him will be the 13 of Sean Rooney. In row number 3 on the inside will be the 01 of Chance Gilbert. And on the outside of him in car number 4, it'll be Johnny Kemp. And then it will be the 77R of Warren Rope in car number 77R.
You got a copy for?
As the lights are off around Springfield Raceway. Green flag in the air, we're racing! Grayson Cox come out of turn number 2 with the lead. As the 16 of 10 Brockhouse on the inside of the 47. There's Austin Jar. As the 16 of Brockhouse in second. Charging there in turn number 3 as he is going up high. And the 77 of Grayson Cox staying down low. Grayson Cox still the leader as we're single file all the way around Springfield Raceway. As your top 3 cars all pretty much right there together. About 1 car separating each of them. Whoa! So the red flag is out as a 47 of Austin Jar flipped over there in turn number 1 and 2. As the 47 of Austin Jar took a wild ride there as he had a long haul here from Farmington, Minnesota. As the driver is out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, give him a round of applause. Good to see him getting out of that race car. As the driver is okay. That's a good sign here at Springfield Raceway when something like that happens. Not sure what happened there. I don't think anything broke. I just think he probably got on that berm a little bit and took a wild ride and got it back on its 4 wheels and going to get it hooked up there to the tow truck and hopefully not too much damage there for the 47. As I said, he was from Minnesota, so he drove long ways to get here. So hopefully he'll be able to get it fixed. And just glad that he is okay, though. As it's the 23rd Turkey Bowl, as we're paying tribute to Mike Clark here, as he has started the dirt work race cars. Mike Clark, his race cars, and Mike Clark in the 80s purchased dirt work race cars, and in the 90s and early 2000s they made 200 plus modifieds a year built in the 90s and early 2000s. So Mike Clark, a great modified builder, as he parked his race car in the 80s and purchased dirt work race cars. So you go from driving a race car to building race cars, and building 200 a year just shows the great quality of race cars that Mike Clark would build. As when you build a race car, you want to make sure that the equipment inside is good and strong, the roll cage, as the 47 of Justin Jar is thankful for that roll cage inside that legend car, as he was able to walk away. As the safety crews are back onto the racetrack here in the infield there, the lights will be going off as we look to go back racing. As just in this heat race, we got 3 drivers from Minnesota. So these guys made a long haul. Hopefully it's a lot better weather for them. Not sure what the weather like is in Minnesota, but I'm sure it feels like winter to them there and summer to them here. Green flag in the air, we're racing. The 16 of Tim Brockhouse on the outside of the 7 of Grayson Cox as they go into turn number 4. We'll see if Grayson Cox will be able to hold on to the lead, and he does, as the 16 of Brockhouse is finding some power up there, finding some momentum up there on the top side of Springfield Raceway. As now he moves towards the middle, now on the bottom, as now he's on the inside of Grayson Cox. And look at that move for the 16. That's Tim Brockhouse, as now he is your new race leader. As it looks like trouble there for the 7 of Grayson Cox, is he will be pulling into the pits. The white flag is out for the 16. That's Tim Brockhouse. As Tim Brockhouse comes out of turn number 4, checker flag in the air for the 16. That's Tim Brockhouse. Out of Shakopee, Minnesota. And the 77 of Warren Rope, second. As our final heat race and our legends pull out onto the racetrack. Starting on the pole to be the 72S of Trenton Simon. On the outside of him, out of Kansas, with 31 of Mike Gilbert. Row number 2 on the inside of the 37 of Brad Biddle, and on the outside of him, with the 73 out of Springfield, Missouri, of Park Jones. Row number 3 on the inside of the 60 of Wayne Johnston. And on the outside of him will be the 60X of Drew Papke. The lights are off as 72, you're on the pole there. We'll start the race off in our final heat race. As green flag is in the air, we're racing! Trenton Simon out in front, out of turn number 4 as he comes down the front stretch, taking lap number 1. The 73 of Park Jones battling with the 31 of Mike Gilbert. As now the 60 of Drew Papke is right there with the 31 of Mike Gilbert and the 73 of Park Jones. But still out in front is the 72 of Simon as he goes into turn number 3. Simon, your leader, coming out of turn number 2 as the 60. Just a car length behind the 72 of Trenton Simon. As the 72 of Trenton Simon, still your leader, but the 60 of Drew Papke. Showing on the outside of the 72 of Simon as they go into turn number 2. As Drew and the 60 on the outside of the 72 of Simon as they come out of turn number 4. Will we have a new race leader as the 72 of Trenton Simon holds on to his lead? But the 60 staying right there with Simon. As the 72 of Trenton Simon not backing down, staying right there with him. The white flag is in the air. One more lap to go. As Drew Papke, your new race leader. As they got 2 more turns to go. Now going to turn number 4. Out of turn number 4. Who's it going to be? It'll be the 72 of Trenton Simon. Barely holding on to the lead there in our final heat race in our Legends. As up next will be our open late models as they will be competing in their heat races. And it's nice to